So now it's time for Tennessee WildCast, live from Studio B at the TWRA headquarters in Nashville. Here are your hosts, Doug and Jason.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of Tennessee WildCast. It's the holiday edition, I'd say.
It is. We're about to get out of here and go enjoy the holiday edition.
Yeah, the holidays are here. And
hope y'all are too.
TWRA will be closed on Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Yep.
For Christmas, and we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Hope you get a bunch of shotguns and rifles and fishing rods and
get out there and have a good time.
And get outside.
Yep. If you don't have your license, you can still purchase that and get out there in the holiday season.
You're selling a license at Christmas.
It's a great gift idea.
You know, it really is for the youngsters. Our web person, we're going to talk a lot of web stuff today.
Today is about the web. We're going to go surfing.
Our web person who's done so much on the site, doing a great job, her name is Michelle. Mm-hmm. And Michelle Ray. And she just became a grandmother for a second time. Her name is Nana.
All right.
But she has this beautiful shot of her grandbaby she took, and I'm trying to talk her into letting us use it to promote the Young Sportsman's lifetime license, which is the license of all licenses. That it's the best deal in Tennessee.
Yep.
Under $200 rest of life.
Yep.
So if there is a Christmas gift out there that I'd promote, that would be it.
It is a deal and a half for sure.
It is. All right. But mostly go hunting and fishing, and we got some good stuff to tell you. The trout stocking, it'd take a little break coming up because of the vacation time, but it'll resume in January, and there's a lot of waters that have been stocked by our hardworking hatchery crews out there.
Crew, yes.
Yeah, and go on our website. I'm going to have Michelle, in fact, put an icon or towel out there today. We call them on the homepage that links you straight to the stocking schedule. Mm-hmm. And every now and then they have to change it because of inclement weather, et cetera, but they always go back and stock those waters. But you can go out there and check it today and go fishing. Get outside during this time.
It's a great time. It's going to be kind of wet and rainy, I think, during the weekend a little bit here and there, but there's always some time to chase after some wildlife.
Oh, there is. We got deer season still going, and it'll go on until mid-January. We got waterfowl seasons. It's all the way to the end of January now.
Don't forget about your small game season.
Got small game that goes to the end of February, so there's a whole lot of time to get out there and have a good time. Just wrap up a little bit more. Mm-hmm. I haven't done the trout fishing in a year or so, but I've done a lot of it, the winter trout, and it's really fun. A lot of folks that are older get out there. A lot of folks carry their kids out there. It runs the gamut, but the fishing is great. And this year, we had Brandon Simcox on a few weeks ago, and they're putting a golden trout or something like that in there that's like the bonus fish. And some of these things are 4 or 5 pounds.
That's awesome.
And I would love to catch one of those.
We all know you can't catch those kind of fish.
Fish in a barrel, even fish in a barrel.
I'm sorry, Doug.
And they're not.
I have to give you a hard time.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to mention this one time before we get started. We are live on Facebook, and there's a lot of comments coming in. So don't be saddened if we don't answer your questions here on the show. We're going to answer them after the show. Try to hit some of those questions if you have questions and comments. If it's Merry Christmas wishes, we appreciate those, and hope you all have a Merry Christmas. But it looks like we got quite a few viewers online right now. And
all right, well, good. And we will answer questions, and we're going to be doing this a lot, of course, in January, and get a lot of the staff in here talking to you as we figure out more and more stuff about this live Facebooking and podcasting and trying to answer your questions and work with you, because we would be nothing without the Sportsman of Tennessee.
Correct.
And anyway, we're going to talk to you some about our website today. Jason and Michelle have been spending a lot of hours trying to make this site more easy to read, more navigable, and it recently went through this boring transition for explaining to you guys, but we had to go through this big transition because of the state of Tennessee. All agencies did, and so that happened. And then during that process, we've been trying to do some things to this site to make it more easy to understand and navigate, and where you can find things that you need, the questions you need, and information that will help you out in the field or just explain things to you better.
And you're not going to see a lot of changes on the website as far as the look on the homepage. It's going to stay pretty much the same. These tiles. We had a slider for a little while. Now we've gone back to these blocks. We think it's a lot easier to navigate for you, the public, and this hasn't changed much. You'll see these images change and some of these buttons highlight different things, but as far as coming to our page, it still looks pretty much the same.
It is. It's a they call it content management system. That's kind of boring sounding too, but it's just a cookie cutter system that all the state agencies look similar, but they know what they're doing because it makes it easier to find the information everywhere you go across the state.
But, on our homepage, you're going to have our social media. You're going to have our WildCast right there. You can watch
on our homepage. That's
our homepage,
Brandon right there.
Mm-hmm. That's our last show.
We'll learn about trout. He's a great program.
Yep, trout stocking. We talked a lot about it with that show there. The newsroom is right there on our homepage. Keep up with those press releases. And then these categories here that are hot topics for us that we feel like y'all need to know about, and we're trying to keep y'all up to date.
Yep, and we change that. That changes quite a bit out front as things go on, and we'll be changing it even more now that this great migration has taken place, and we can work with it some. Anyway, kind of give me an idea then, Jason, what we've done with the fishing page and the hunting page and the boating page and wildlife page.
Sure. Let's start at the buy a license page, and I'll just go across on these little drop downs. As you see, we've got about your 4, 5, 6 main topics for each of the sections. So if you scroll across, you'll see kind of what's the hot topics of those different sections. And then you'll always see at the bottom a more info button. So like you can click more fishing info and it's going to go to a page with more information, or you can just click the word fishing, it's going to go to the same page. So I'm going to click fishing just for the heck of it. And then as you scroll through, we've tried to clean up the pages. We've tried to make them look really slick with an image at the top.
Titles over them so you don't have to go everywhere in the world. You can find them broken down to what you're looking for.
Exactly. So you've got those sections right there, and if you're watching at home, you can see this or on Facebook. If you're listening, just log on to tnwildlife.org, and you can kind of follow along with us if you're listening to the show after the fact. But so right there you can see licenses and learning, fishing records and awards, fish stocking streams, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we've broken those up and have different clickable links underneath those.
And we hope it brings more attention. We want you to know about those awards out there that are for you. Catch a big fish, get you a certificate, get your child a certificate for a first fish. Some cool stuff out there that our fish division's doing.
And then I'll go on over to the boating page and let y'all check that out. There's about boating registration, the handbook, find the boat ramps, education about Tennessee boating, and et cetera, et cetera. So that gets you all the information about boating.
And, we're getting close to that boating time of year. You can find those classes out there real easy. There's 2 things. Classes that aren't mandatory in boating, but they're offered, and I would suggest them. But the other thing is where you can go take a test, which you do have to take, and you find all that information on that page. And we're coming up on that time of year where if your son or daughter or grandchild or whatever was born after January 1st, 1989, they have to pass this test in order to operate a boat 12 and above.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, we're going to move on to the hunting page. That's next in the list. All you duck hunters will like that shot. And as you can see, we've got licenses and permits. We've got big game seasons, waterfowl seasons, the trapping and hunting guides, the small game hunting. It's kind of the same theme. We're categorizing everything, trying to get it grouped together so it's easier for you to find stuff. Our shooting ranges is right there. A little video about CWD, and we want y'all to be informed about that. That's a hot topic. We're trying to keep Tennessee CWD free.
Yeah, and maybe we'll go to that page in a minute because I want to explain some more about that page.
Sure, we can go there.
That page, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But as you can see, just kind of the same theme across the pages there. But let's go to the CWD page, and I'm pretty sure we got that in the drop down.
Yeah, I'm positive about that.
So there it is right there, chronic wasting disease.
Yeah, we're really trying to let everyone know about this, not just the hunters and the fishermen, who are vital to trying to make sure we don't get this. If we don't already have it, we don't know that we do. We don't think we do, but you never know. We're trying to let everyone know that we want to keep it out. And as a part of that, there are restrictions on what you can bring back when you go out of state to these other states that already have it. And all those states are listed there. There's a big map, but where Jason is right now, that's 3 videos. One tells you how to clean the teeth and the skull of an animal you're bringing back, whether it be a moose or a deer or a mule deer or whatever. And then you have one that we borrowed from Arkansas, thank you, Arkansas, on how to debone a deer properly. And then there's another one, again, where we show you how to tape.
Cape.
Cape.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah. How do you tape your deer? No.
Trying to read it and look. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that video is kind of long, 16 minutes, but it's real. It's a little bit graphic, but it's real in depth on how the process of caping the deer, and it gives you an idea what the steps you need to take to bring it back.
Yeah, and we really appreciate Chris Buck for helping us out there. He's terrific in 2 of those videos. Went out to him. Barry went out. Barry Cross went to his place of business. He's a taxidermist, wildlife taxidermist, and did a great job for us.
Yep.
And then you see the maps. There's your maps down there. If you're traveling out, you got a buddy that's traveling out. Your dad's traveling out. Mom's traveling. I don't care who's traveling out. If they're going to one of those states and they're going after big game that's in we call the cervid family, they got to follow those restrictions before they come back into Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, and that pretty much wraps up that page. And the import restrictions are at the bottom there. You can see those in depth or spelled out there anyway. So, all right, let's go on to the wildlife section. The wildlife page is coming together pretty good. We've got more steps to do on it, and we'll improve it more and more as the days go on. We're going to have a lot of information about watchable wildlife right here.
It's going to be terrific. And I will speak to the hunters and the non-hunters on that too, that if you hunt or fish, you love watching the other things out there. That's just part of it. If you don't hunt or fish and you come into our site, you're obviously coming in because you love wildlife to some degree. We're going to be migrating over the watchable wildlife site to our agency site so that you won't have to go looking all over the place for that information. It's going to take us a little while, but Michelle will get it done. We'll get it done. And then you come into the search box in our area and you type in something about a woodpecker or whatever you want to type in that's non-game, it's going to show up on our sites.
It don't matter.
Yeah, game and non-game. We're going to have it all out here because our agency should be one place you go to find all these answers.
Yep. All right, let's go back to the website and the Stay Connected page is one I'm pretty excited about. This is who's that, Doug?
Mirror image.
Anyway, this is how you can stay connected with what we're doing here at the agency. We've got just about everything media related right here on this page. And as you can see, Tagboard, Newsroom, social media, WildCast, our app, magazine. Go buy the magazine. Get somebody that for Christmas. The Fish and Wildlife Commission, the videos from the meetings. Our fish and wildlife regulations are here, and our outreach programs. So all that information can be found on
one page.
The Stay Connected page. It's helping you stay connected with us. So as you can see, there's our social media area.
And there may be more. We know there may be a forum coming on that page eventually.
Yeah,
it's stuff we're hearing that it's possible where you guys can come in and talk to us a lot out there, in addition to the other places that you talk to us.
And then there's the newsroom again. There's the commission videos, and then all these outreach opportunities and how you can be involved with us and with helping hunters and anglers across the state.
Getting people involved that don't hunt or fish that's what a lot of those programs are about.
And then there's our interactive guides. We got both or all three hunting and fishing, and then waterfowl are all right there. And then the little season summary is there as well, the little quick guide. So all that can be found under Stay Connected. And then law enforcement comes up next.
That's a great picture. Did you take that?
I did take that, Doug. Thanks. I appreciate that.
It is a good picture. That's our honor guard. And a lot of folks don't know that our agency has an honor guard and a chaplain program and a canine program, which is so cool. And we're going to add to all that. But you get into some technical stuff there, captive wildlife, and some information about all that kind of stuff on our law enforcement page. But I particularly like that spot because it's things they're doing out there that are a little different.
We've got a lot of stuff planned, especially for that canine page. We're going to beef that up and let y'all see the dogs and their handlers.
And if you're wanting to become a wildlife officer, that was one of, if you didn't see that, that's Eric Anderson you're about to scroll into.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
He does a really good job explaining what it takes to become a wildlife officer and what he's done in his career and all that.
That's
really
one of our earlier shows there.
It was. Yeah.
That's episode 10. That's been a long time ago, Doug.
It has. Eric's like 65, 70 years old now.
Yeah. Now we're live on Facebook.
Actually, he is. Eric actually does have a child now. So
yeah, congratulations.
He wasn't a dad then. He is now.
So anyway, there's some links on rehabilitators, how to report a violation, et cetera, permits. There's a lot of good information on the law enforcement page. And then the last one on the list at the top is Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission.
Yeah.
And you'll see the upcoming meetings there. You'll see the agendas for the meetings. You'll meet the commissioners. There's the Madam Chairman, Jamie Woodson.
Yeah, and we get questions on our messaging on Facebook, mostly on private messaging, and somebody wants to do this with the regulations or do that with the regulations, and all we can do is write you back and say we received it, but you really ought to talk to your commissioners, and this is where you find the commissioners or contact information and who they are, what part of the state they are from that represents you. If you find your county there, you found your commissioner, and then there's a statewide commissioner or two, but that's where you need to go if you want to talk about changes you'd like to see in hunting regulations or fishing regulations. Exactly. That page right there.
And then you can come to the meetings and be a part. Or watch them after the fact on YouTube right there. So.
Yep.
That pretty much covers every page across the top there. We can show you what's down in the footer. Some of the same links are there with a few more additional links. But just about everything, I won't say everything, you need to know can be accessed from those top navigation.
And there's something down there at the bottom that I didn't notice for a long time. You can actually go in there and change. You can go in there and change your language. So if you want to read it in another language, if you want to read it in Spanish or you have Spanish friends, there's language changer right there at the bottom.
Yeah, translate. Is that
translate?
It right there?
That's it.
I haven't actually used that, and then there's font size. You can bring it up to where it's easier to see.
I'm always teaching you about this technical stuff, aren't I?
Yeah, Doug, you're helping me out here. Oh man.
All right.
But that's our website. We're excited. A lot of changes have been made. A lot of reorganization on that site, and it's easier. It's just so much easier.
It's
to
easier
navigate.
and it's cleaner and combined a lot of stuff on one page to make it. Hopefully, we hope you come here and just look at it. And we're always open to suggestions. Mm-hmm. And a website is fluid. It's just going to start growing again as the staffs add information to it and a lot of information that you're looking for. There's some handheld drawings going on, computer drawings going on in West Tennessee, and those guys are updating that information all the time. I see them go to Michelle frequently. So if you're still looking for a place to go hunt ducks out west, mostly out west,
right,
West Tennessee, then go out there and take a look at it and go participate.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to be stay up to date with what we're doing, what's going on, let me show you this button real fast. This email update sign up button. If you click that, it's going to take you to our sign up list for our email updates. That's very important. We're sending out information left and right. We're not going to bombard you with spam or sell your email address to anybody. We're just going to try to keep you up to date with what's going on. And once you sign in there, you can choose what you want to learn about, whether it's watchable wildlife, hunting, fishing, et cetera, et cetera. You can pick what you want to hear about, and you'll get email updates maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. We're not going to bombard you, but we'll just keep you up to date.
Yeah.
With what's going on here at the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, which is everything for you. Everything we're doing here is to help you as a sportsman or a watcher of wildlife to have fun out there.
That's exactly right. Have been for a long time.
Yep. So.
All right. What else you got?
I think that's about it, Doug. What do you think?
I think that's about it for me, too.
You hear the sleigh bells?
I guess I do. They're coming to pick me up and take me away.
Santa's a coming.
I hope everybody.
Coming.
Listen, we appreciate all of y'all. We're the Sportsmen of Tennessee, that you come on this Facebook, that most of you are nice that come on this Facebook and say things, and we wish you a Merry Christmas, and we hope that your 2018 is outstanding and safe and that you get outside a lot.
Yeah. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next year on Tennessee WildCast.
That's right. Let's go surfing, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
All right.